Side Money here. eBay as a hobby. Remember, you can learn something every day if you let yourself. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, I'm going to get into some of the equipment you're going to need to do eBay as a hobby. Or just do eBay if you want to do a few things. Probably the most important piece of equipment after you've got your eBay account and your PayPal account would be your computer. My computer, well, before I get to my computer, let's start with other things. It don't have to be a computer. It could be several different types of piece of equipment that you can use. Now, I have a computer. I got a desktop that I use mostly, and I do most of my work with that, but I've got an HP laptop. I usually keep that one in the eBay room. I've got a special room because I got big enough space here that I can have a special room for eBay room. And when I'm wanting to look stuff up quick, when I'm sitting on my lazy boy and just want to check some stuff out, I've got an iPad, which I found at a yard sale for $5. Took it down to the Apple store. They checked it all out. They updated it. They got it going good. And now I got a perfectly good machine that's between the laptop and the iPhone. I got an iPhone also. Actually, this iPhone is Grandma Spend Money's iPhone. Mine is using for the recording. But you can get on to eBay or onto the web by using one of these devices or, like I say, a computer. Now, my computer is it's right here. This is the computer. This is the monitor. Right here is a speaker. That way I can hear what's happening. With this, you can get onto eBay. Oh, looky here. I got somebody that wants me to watch YouTube. He's broadcasting live. We'll get into that guy later on. Man, I don't know what's going on here. Hell, if it ain't one thing, it's another. Now that's something else I got to check out. I'm out of here. Wasn't that freaky? Somebody sent me a message saying that I had been hacked, to immediately call them, and they would take care of it. Don't do that. Never, ever, 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 ever call somebody that says something like that. Remember, they try to prey on old people like me, but they don't know that I know people. I know an IT guy in Kansas. Best there is. I like to give shout out whenever shout out is due, and this time I was helped by Mr. Rob over there at Kaw Valley Computer in Lenexa, Kansas, and I'm going to show you his website right here now. Got his telephone number on there, all that good information. If you ever in your life need help with a computer person, give Rob a call, and he's got a crew there that will take care of you 100%. And he's helped me out several times, different problems I've had, and literally I give him a call, and he said that that's something that those scammers have been putting out, and definitely do not call them. That's Chris there. He's helped me out a bunch. But do not call those folks. Just call your IT guy and make sure that you're still good. Rob can get on the web with you, on the computer with you, and check things out, make sure everything's running right and working right, and he'll take care of you 100%. He's helped me out so much I can't even. Well, Joe's helping me out a bunch too. I've had a lot of help. But anyway, if you need any help with a computer, call Kaw Valley Computer. And those guys over there will definitely take care of you. Okay. Well, let's see if we can get back to what we was talking about, the equipment you're going to need, and we was into the computers, and we pretty much covered that. Now, the reason you need a computer is so as you can do different things to get your product on eBay. One thing you're going to do is you're going to have to research. And whenever you research, you just go on to eBay, figure out what you got. I don't know. I just put a little Swatch watch that I bought last spring, and here it is, spring already. 2 or 3 more days, it's going to be spring here in Huntsville this year. And so I've had it for roughly close to a year. And I was needing something to put on real quick, and I seen that laying there, and I said, well, I'm going to put that on. And I went through about 400 listings and never found mine. But I seen they was going in there for anywhere 15, 20, 25, 30 bucks, 35 bucks up. And so this was kind of a low end one. So I said, okay, 25 bucks. I paid $2 for it. Okay. And it's set on a shelf. I paid $2. That thing sold within 5 minutes after I listed. Guess what? I left money on the table, but guess what? I got what I wanted out of it. That guy is going to resell it, and he may make 50 bucks on it, but that's all right. I don't really care. So we do the research and as best we can, and like I say, I couldn't find anything on that, so you just keep moving on. And you're going to have to be able to list. Well, the computer comes in there. So you get on eBay and you find this item that you want to sell, and you list it up there. You say, I've got this widget, and I want this. It's going to cost this much money to ship, and you list it. You can calculate shipping on the computer. And you can print your shipping label. That requires one more item. That requires your printer right here. I've got a brother printer, and it was really cheap. It was only like, I don't know, 60 bucks or so. It was under $60, between $40 and $60. And the toner that was in there lasted for 1.5 years. And I just bought more toner this last fall. I guess fall. And so I bought 3 toners from eBay, and so I got enough toner to last me the rest of the time I'm going to be on doing this. So it's not expensive to run like the cartridge ones are. Well, we've got one more item here to show you for this last segment here on equipment. The next thing you're going to need is you're going to need a scale of some sort. Now, I started out and I was using a food scale, but the top was so small that when you put a big box on it, you couldn't read it. You couldn't read the way that the thing was configured. You could not read how many ounces or the quantity of ounces that was on there, and it was in ounces instead of pounds. So then I had to convert the ounces to pounds if there was more than 16 ounces. And so I ended up buying me a postal scale off of eBay. And that's another way you can build some of your feedback. Feedback's important. And so if you buy stuff, if it's something you're going to need anyway, and you see it on eBay, it's usually a little bit cheaper a lot of times than it is to buy it from the store. So pick it up on eBay and get some good feedback and build your feedback. But anyway, getting back to the scale, I ended up getting my postal scale. It sits right here on top of my computer. Whoops, not the computer, on a printer. And it'll weigh from 1/10 of an ounce all the way up to 110 pounds. And I ain't picking up no 110 pounds. But here's the readout right here. And this readout's movable. You can put it, anywhere you want. I just lay right down there until I need it. So that's going to end up this segment, and we'll see if we can't get into something with a little more activity to it. I'm thinking maybe we ought to have something called Pieces as Pieces and Parts as Parts. You'll have to check that one out. Have a good one. Grandpa Side Money out.